Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We're the TheRcSaylors, and we're at our airfield late in the evening today. We're actually running out of daylight. We got super busy with stuff, and we're like, we still got to fly something for these guys today. So this is a good deal. This is a really good deal that I want to show you. And it caught my eye for a couple reasons while we were picking stuff out online. It is called the Feilun FX122. We'll have it linked in the description box below for you. This is not something that is new to the market. It's been out for a little while now, but the price has dropped down and it comes in right around $50 or so. Plus, we have a coupon code linked in the description box below for you. And check out how big of a quadcopter you can get for around 50 bucks. Now, this is a nice quad for $50, but we are giving away a $100 brushless race drone on our channel. Abby will link that goodness down for you in the description box below. We have a video that we need to get about 200 more likes, which is really nothing, and then we'll pick the winner. You just need to watch that video to see how we'll pick the winner. We'll have everything you need to know linked down below. We really want to give that drone away to you guys. Brand new in the box, brushless race drone. Just wanted to give that a little shout out before I show you the rest of this. Now, this quadcopter caught our eye when we were shopping because, first of all, look how big this is. We don't get this big of quads on the channel that often. That is a really good sized quadcopter. And then look at the print that's on this. Now this is a plastic frame, but it looks very much like carbon fiber. Really cool. And let's point out the obvious here. These props are on upside down. The motors are mounted upside down, I should say. Most of the time, you know, your motor's mounted below and your prop is above it. But in this case, it's opposite. Now it's big enough to carry a GoPro, even with a gimbal, although the version that we have doesn't come with that. That's why it's so cheap. We have so many GoPros and so many GoPro mounts that we're just gonna rig something up here probably if this flies well. Now I have to point out, we're kind of here to test this today because I'm questioning whether or not ours is going to fly, because when I was building mine,
Putting it together.
Yeah, but when I was putting the props on, not building, I should say, it's very easy to do. Although I learned the hard way I marked it here with one of these prop cap things. These are successfully done. You put the prop on, the arm is labeled A, the prop is labeled A. The A goes facing this direction, I hope. And then you get this little metal washer thing, slides down on the prop shaft. And then this little screw lines up with a hole on the prop shaft and you screw it in. That's what holds the prop on. Unfortunately, on this one that I have marked, I'm gonna take this off now so that I can show you guys. It will be the back right. So if we have a failure, it's going to be on this one. The little screw that I was using to just screw into that little hole in the prop shaft snapped. It broke in half. So I'm hoping it's in there enough to hold that on. If not, I'm sure I can find a screw that will fit in there, but I will have to dig that part of the screw out. So that is so far the only flaw in this system, the only thing, but it may be enough to keep it grounded. So let's take a look at what comes in the box other than the quad. We have a pretty nice looking transmitter. I've not seen one of this shape or anything, but it feels good in my hands. I really like that. Ergonomically designed very well. No altitude hold, so I'm probably gonna enjoy that. I have a photo video button if you did get the one with a camera. Headless mode, fast and slow. In other words, everything is labeled. It's labeled, the buttons are labeled. So I love that. Over here, we have a European charger to charge the 2-cell 2800, it's either 2600 or 2800 milliamp LiPo battery. It's 7.4 volts. And I would show you, but I have it screwed in here, plugged in, ready to go.
And we're running out of daylight.
We're running out of daylight. It is a Dean's connection, so the good thing is I didn't even use this charger to charge it, though it would have worked just fine. And we will provide a converter for you guys, because this is European. We'll put that in the description box below too. I used my nice universal charger because that is a hobby grade, very, very nice battery.
We'll link our charger down below too.
Yeah, probably like a $15 battery alone. Very nice battery. And then 4 spare props. It has the little cones. I'm calling them little cones, the little covers for your props. And prop guards, not going to use those.
Those are huge.
Pretty big. Instruction manual, which is pretty solid, and a nice screwdriver, so Phillips screwdriver. So without further ado, let's just get this in the air before we lose all of our daylight and see if it'll fly. I'm really hoping that I didn't mess it up too bad. Quick little tip, you turn the quad on first, then the transmitter, then you do full throttle up, full throttle down, and then you push both sticks down and to the left to bind everything. And now we have throttle. Actually, it went kind of to sleep, so I'm going to do it again. Down and to the left, the light goes solid, and now we have power. So again, these are brushed motors.
Brush motors, okay.
Yeah. There are blue lights on the bottom. I like that bright white light there.
Yeah, that's nice.
That white light is the front of the car. That light's the back.
That's scary.
Yeah, a little bit. So those lights look really good. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
They look great. This is really nice for probably with the coupon code. It's probably right around $40.
That's crazy. Marked at 50 right now, but we have that coupon code. That's just awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna do. I guess let's just see how the rates do right here. Pretty good. Not bad. I mean, nice and docile. This would be good if you were filming. Let's hit high rates. 2 beeps, and can I tell if it's much faster? A little bit. Let's see if it has any more rates.
I'm surprised you put those landing gear on. I guess you have to because they take off.
Yeah. Yeah.
They look really bulky.
Yeah, they are.
But the drone looks so sleek. That's why I'm just surprised about bulky landing gear. I'd like to see it without those landing gear, honestly.
Look how bright that headlight is.
You could like hold it on a top and take off. Nathan, not you guys.
Yeah, it would be kind of risky. That's why I put the landing gear on, because normally I don't. Okay, so 3 rates, and there's the, pretty snappy on that.
Cool.
And then you can see the difference goes back to rate 1. So pretty good difference.
Do 3 again.
There's 3.
Yeah.
So it's good difference. This is a large, heavy quadcopter.
Oh yeah.
This is not a
probably why they had a hobby grade battery for it.
Oh yeah, big time. I like the battery. I like that it's deemed. Okay, I did calibrate the compass before I took off, so I'm going to try headless mode. Let me just put back into rate 1. We'll do headless mode. There's an indicator that beeps.
And it's flashing.
And it's pretty much opposite, so I'm not a fan of the headless mode because I'm pushing away. Should be going to the building, but it's going way back there. So I did calibrate that before takeoff.
Right?
Yeah, let's show them the sky. Look at the sky over here. They're pretty tonight.
Okay. My settings aren't amazing for it. There you go.
There, let's
That's
get
pretty accurate, actually, how that looks right now on the camera.
Beautiful.
Pink and purple. A little orangey. It's nice.
Yeah.
What else does this have? Return to home?
That's it. That's it.
Can I fly?
Yes, I'm going to land it.
Where did you go?
Stop landing on nothing. I was going to grab it up. Pad. Cool.
So, can I just take off?
Yeah, I think so.
Now, is that still blinking?
It's blinking now, so that means you need to go down and left on both sticks. Hold it, and then when it goes solid, you're clear for takeoff.
Okay. I was thinking it might still be in headless mode. So it's pretty solid?
Yeah, it's a good drone. You'll be fine flying it.
You honestly don't get a lot of drones like this anymore because it all seems like they have
a lot of bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of refreshing to have one that doesn't have all that because you can actually test your ability, your flight ability with something without bells and whistles, and you can improve your flight skills with something like this.
I enjoy flying quads, but without the altitude hold and stuff most of the time because I like race drones and I just like having more control over the vehicle. I like flying airplanes. A GPS drone to me is an amazing tool, but it's fairly boring in the comparison.
You have to give it the benefit of the doubt. If altitude hold would have been around when I started flying, I probably would have progressed a little faster.
Probably, yeah.
Because I crashed a lot when I was learning. A lot.
It would have saved me a little bit of money, I think. But the good thing about this one is that it's big, it's very easy to see. That means you can get a little bit further range on it. It seems to be having great range. You know what, one other thing we could test,
I know what you're gonna say,
is to turn the transmitter off, but you need to do it much lower because it doesn't, it doesn't have altitude hold, so it's probably gonna,
wouldn't be surprised, sorry, I wouldn't be surprised if it flies away.
it's not gonna fly away. Why would it? There's no altitude hold. It's gonna completely throttle off and just come right down. Yeah, the motors are just gonna stop. That's why I want you to get right like 2 feet above the ground. And that's when you should turn it off, like really low to the ground.
Sorry, I'm not the one to fly.
You want me to turn it off?
Why not? Everybody likes when I crash in.
Okay.
Okay.
Super low to the ground. Get back lower.
Oh, no! It's gonna take forever. Okay.
Transmitter's off. That's not good.
I told you to fly away.
It is flying away. Turn it back on. That's crazy. I was not expecting that. Okay. Well, we testing here. This is crazy. You don't want to lose signal on this one. Wow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. She got it back. Wow. Wow. That's insane. I did not think we were going to see that come back. She got a reconnection. I don't know how. This is not one that you want to lose signal on. My goodness. I thought it was, when I heard the motors cut out, I thought it was going to fall and hit that building. She's out there freaking out right now.
I knew it was gonna fly away.
How did you know that?
This is an older style drone. It's been out for a while. And it came out around the time that people started making a big deal about flyaways, before companies actually did something to keep drones from flying away.
Wow.
So that's why I thought this might fly away, and it
Gosh.
did. I'll tell you what I did to get it back.
Yeah.
When I knew it wasn't gonna land, you saw me start running,
Yeah.
I flipped the transmitter back on.
Yeah.
Still wasn't connecting. Well, finally I thought, to get it connected to the drone, you have to do down and left.
Yeah.
So
That's what
as
you
soon
did.
as I did down and left, I pulled back on my stick and came back.
Oh, wow.
So just be aware if you start to have a flyaway with this drone, because clearly it can happen.
Yeah.
Run toward it, on off on the transmitter, down and left with both sticks,
Wow.
and it'll reconnect.
Wow.
That was my workout for the day, Nathan. You can fly the rest of the battery.
Not fly away.
For real.
I just want to remind you guys that was an intentional flyaway. So
Intentional
we turned the
flyaway.
transmitter off to make that happen.
It's kind of like simulating what would happen if you would lose signal, if you flew so far away that you lost signal. That's why we do that kind of stuff.
Nice, but I don't recommend you guys do that. That's why we do it to test and see what will happen. So you'll know. Here, let's fly over here. It's not a thing, buddy.
Yep.
Mosquitoes are swarming me.
Full
regardless
force.
of you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's do a little higher rates. Yaw is affected by that, by the way. I have faster yaw now. This is a cool little drone. A quadcopter, whatever you want to call it. I was not expecting it to even fly because of my propeller problem. So what I'll do when we get home is dab a little super glue right on that prop so I know it does not come out because it's holding in right where it's supposed to.
I'll tell you what though, for $50 and the size of this,
I'm surprised.
that's really good.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. I think this was closer to like 120 or so when it came out.
Wow.
And especially if you got the camera version, I know the price was a bit higher. So good quadcopter for the price.
Oh, yeah.
Just the size alone.
And I mean, I know all my brushless snobs out there, it's not brushless, don't buy this piece of junk. That's what they're saying. But the price, it's brush motors, it works really well. I think it's worth every penny.
Well, a person that would be interested in this, in my opinion, is someone that maybe doesn't have a quadcopter this big,
Yeah.
And they want a quad this big, but they don't want to spend the DJI Phantom price tag of, you know, $500 to $2,000 or so. You can spend 50, maybe even 40 bucks if you use that little.
But the Phantom 3 Pro, Nathan, is only $300 some.
Yeah, well, and if you
Whatever,
crash
Phantom
it,
3
it's,
standard.
I think it's like 500.
Whatever.
And if you crash it, you're out $500. This, you can learn how to fly a quadcopter the way they're meant to be flown, with a good size, and still have some fun in sport mode. You don't have to fly like I'm flying. If you're a newer pilot, you can just take it easy. Just do some easy hovering, get used to how it handles, and then eventually you can practice yaw. And this would be a good one to learn on. And if you crash it, you're only out 40 or 50 bucks as opposed to $400 or $500. Good thing to learn on. Probably not something that most race drone pilots would be interested in. People that are building their own stuff, they're not going to be interested in this. But someone that just wants to be able to plug in the battery and learn to fly on a larger size quadcopter, it's actually really cool looking. Those props being mounted underneath, that's totally different.
And usually these larger size quads are way easier with orientation, and this one especially because of the red light on the back, just like the tail lights on a car, and the white light on the front, just like headlights on a car.
This is nice.
The lights look so good right now.
It's a head turning kind of a quad.
And I love that the props are mounted underneath. That's just a really cool feature that you don't see a lot.
Well, there's no battery, I think, and the mosquito landed on the elbow. The battery's getting weak because that was full throttle. I want to see if there is a
light,
like a blinking light or something to let us know. I am gonna.
Man, our pink sky went away really fast. That's weird.
I went back down to the lowest race just to see.
It was looking really pretty, and now it all went away.
We got it a little bit over here. Let's fly over here.
Yeah, look at that over there, Nathan. Get over there. I'll give you all pretty views and an awesome drone. How about them apples?
There it is. There it is.
That looks good.
Blinking light.
Aww.
So that's me just landing it, and not bad at all. Nice little quad. Very impressed. I think you guys got the gist of what we were saying as we were flying, but just a quick little recap. I do like the transmitter. It felt really good, and I like the quad. It is what it is. All right, don't expect it to be something that it's not. I generally don't like saying that. I think that's a horrible saying. It is what it is. But in this case, take it for a grain of salt for what it is. It's got brushed motors. It's big. It's a little on the loud side, but it's got cool lights. It looks different than most of your standard white, normal X-shaped quads that are like Phantom knockoffs.
I love that it's black and it looks like carbon fiber, but it's plastic.
Yes.
That's really cool.
It's going for a different look, and even though I messed up my prop on the installation, it still flew. So like I said, a little dab of super glue just to hold that screw in place from where I messed up. Definitely don't push the range issue on this, because if you do fly out of range, it'll just continue to fly. It'll fly away.
But you should never fly out of sight, out of line of sight anyways.
Especially something like this.
If you can't tell orientation, you've flown too far. Yeah.
Overall, very impressive for the price. You know, every now and then, Abby and I like showing you guys brand new things on the market, like the DJI Spark, when we're able to do that sort of thing. But sometimes it's worth waiting for price to drop, and you pick something up like this for $40 to $50. We'll have it linked in the description box below. Make sure you look for the promo code down there, and help us get a couple hundred more likes on that other video, the giveaway video, and then we'll give away a brushless race drone. Yeah! Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye!